Hey everybody, welcome back to our Model Monday series. And we were going to build this modified stocker hauler and truck from AMT. It's not a new release, but it's a relatively new release. By the way, if you hear noise in the background, that's the dog who keeps chewing up boxes and I can't keep her quiet. So anyway, this is a really good kit and we will be building this in the future. But I thought, well, if we're gonna have this, then what we really need to do is build a modified. A lot of you guys who don't follow racing may not know what a modified is. So these are modified cars, they're race cars. A lot of times they have older bodies on them, but they have Pintos and all kinds of stuff. And MPC has a series of modifieds. They have the Slammer, the Wild One, the Ridge Runner, and the Rat Trap. And the Rat Trap is Vega based, Ridge Runner is a Pinto based, and then the Wild One and the Slammer are based on older cars. I believe it's a 40 Ford. It looks like a 40 Ford to me. Could be a Willys, but more likely a 40 Ford. So we're going to build this 36 Wild One modified. And then when we're done this, we'll go ahead and build a hauler and truck because they're basically 1950s with the trailer. And this is for modified stocker. So let's see what's inside the box here real quick. We open the box. It's a 1936, not a 1940s. It's a 36. And it shows that it's got a detailed 427 engine, tubular racing chassis. It's got headers, super wide pad printed vinyl tires, which are really cool. You'll see in a second. A gutted racing interior and racing bucket seats. So, well, let's start with the cool tires. So this actually has white letter Goodyear tires, branded tires, wide ones. Really sweet set of tires for this kit. The 1936 shell, I believe that's a Ford. It's got the steering wheel, steel wheels that will need to be painted. We've got the floor pan and roll cage right here. We've got more of the front chassis right here, as well as the rear chassis, rear axle, bell housing. It's got a hood, firewall, and some front rails that go to help build the front bumper on this. And here we have the engine, headers, and racing seat. And then we have, I don't know what part this is. It could be a floor plan, but it looks like a tunnel. It's probably the rear right behind the seat. And then we have a tube rail chassis. It does have a little bit of flash on it. You can see a little bit of flash on it. But this is what we have. And we just did a Chevy truck that we did white and orange. So I don't know if I'm gonna do this white and or this one orange and black, but we do have a whole sheet here, which is really cool, decal. So you can make this number 2 or number 94, and it comes with stripes for all. So you can do a black 02, black and white 02 stripes, or yellow, red 94, and it has all the other decals that would go on a regular race car. And so it's got 427 cubic inch in black. It also has 427 in yellow. So a lot of choices to do here. You can customize this how you want. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. Not sure what color. We're going to start to build the sub-assemblies. And so when we come back after we have some of the sub-assemblies done, then we'll move on from there. Alright guys. Alright, so we have all the sub-assemblies. We have the frame with the rear axle, front suspension. I did glue the wheels on as well. We've got this piece here, which is like a rear firewall. So we have that. We've got the valve covers. We put the headers together. We put the carburetor and the snorkel air cleaner on it. We put the fan belt fan alternator together, the engines together. This part here is the firewall with the floor. We built the roll cage right here. And so the next is going to be paint. Now, like we said, if we looked on these boxes here, if we look on the box right here, this is the one we're building, but I really like this red, white, and blue paint job on the Pinto one, on the Ridge Runner. And so I think I'm gonna do, and this is my model, so if it's your model, you could paint it however you want. You don't ever have to follow the boxes. And I like, if you've watched the channel for a while, I like to paint some of my cooler cars red, white, and blue themes. So we're going to kind of follow the theme of the Ridge Runner there, the red, white, and blue Pinto modified. And we're going to adjust it for our car here. So next thing we're going to do is paint. So you'll see paint. And then after paint, we'll come back, we'll put some stuff together, and then we'll end up finishing the model. I still haven't figured out if we're going to be number 94 or number 2 yet, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys, see you in a moment. know what it looks like while I'm waiting for all this to dry after it's been painted. Here's a little behind the scenes of everything getting ready to dry here inside because it's so humid out. I have to dry it in here on the kitchen table. Anyway, just thought you'd like to take a look while we wait for everything to dry. Alright, so we've got all the paint done. It's actually been done for about 3 hours. Problem is, this blue that we used on the frame and everything, it's kind of tacky. It's still a little sticky. I don't know why. Everything else is done here. So here's the new cab. I said I wanted to do a red, white, and blue. So I got the red, white, and then we used the dark navy blue on the actual body. But on the frame and the wheels, I went with a different color blue, as you saw in the painting, and it's still tacky. Sometimes I get an orange, sometimes there's a blue or a red that stays tacky for a while. Anyway, we have the engine that is put back together. I still have to paint the transmission, and we did the cage here. It's not glued in yet. It's just sitting in there. And the interior is right here, and we still have to put the steering wheel on. Actually, steering wheel goes on this part, and I have to do the gauges in there yet. Let's see, what else we got done? So we have the chassis done, we have the wheels done, we have the hood done, and then all the white pieces here will be the rails, the bumpers, and everything. So in a little bit, we'll come back, and when we come back, I will have most of this together, and we'll show you how we put it all together. So for right now, we're just going to let this blue tack paint dry, and we'll see you shortly. use the name. Let's them use the name.
These are things we need to be thinking about, especially for our crew. I mean, if rain comes in, comes
Introducing my plan. Get exactly what you want, only pay for what you need. Act now and get iPhone 14.
Use Mod Podge right here. I use Mod Podge because when putting my tires on, these are rubber tires, and so the Mod Podge will actually do a couple things. One, it dries clear, so if you you get stuff all over the tire, you won't see it in about 20 minutes. Secondly, it's pretty strong, and because you can't really use model glue, like I use the Tester's tube glue that you guys see me using all the time, that melts the plastic together, but it never melts the rubber tires together, so it won't melt rubber. So I can put this on just like that, and then you see all the white there, that'll all be clear shortly. In about 20 minutes, you won't even see any of that glue. And the other thing is, when you're putting the tires on, sometimes you want them to be, you don't want to have to push them, everything. So you're just going to leave that on like that and let it get onto, just sit there. So you'll let it sit for about 20-25 minutes. It'll be clear, it'll be hard, and you'll be fine. All right, guys, so we are right towards the end here. So we have the whole chassis done, tires are glued on, everything's here. We got chassis, engine, drivetrain, front bumpers, back bumpers. Evidently that tire's not doing what it's supposed to do, but that's okay, we'll get to that. Anyway, in fact, I don't know how much glue I put on those tires on the inside. Anyway, so we've got the whole, everything ready to go there. We have our painted 1936 chassis with the bumperettes on it on the outside. We've got our interior done. If you can see, we've got the mirror here. We've got a couple gauges that are in there. The seat, fire extinguisher, shifter, gas pedal, clutch pedal, brake pedal, battery, brake booster. So this will sit here like that. And then this piece goes back here like that. And then we can put our headers on. We painted the headers white, used the black Sharpie to make the black part. These will go in here like so on either side. This will go up here. We still have this piece will go back here, connecting the roll cage to the back plate. And then these will go in the front right in there, in that area like that. So we'll put it all together and then we'll be back and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all together, and then we'll put the decals on it. So, but like I said, you don't have to make the one that looks orange like on the box all the time back here. We built this one, the wild one, but we kind of like the Ridge Runner red, white, and blue. So we're doing that, and you'll see it when it's all done. But we're going to go ahead and put the final build together, and then we'll be back.
I'll sign your diploma. Appreciate that.
Hold on, I guess we just need to get these a little wider so we can drop those.
I bought this little bag of pins from Hobby Lobby. They were like $2. But the reason I like these, they're like really tiny clothespins, is like right here, when this isn't connecting correct, and you don't need too much power to keep them down, but you do want to pin something, then you can just use these to pin like that. And then on this side, same thing. Just put them in there, and they will hold that down and clamp it. So you have two little things clamped, two little clamps on there, holding down where you need it clamped. So, little pro tip there. Alright guys, so this is the 36 Wild One Modified. And the build's complete except for the decals, which we haven't put on yet. So we did it in a red, white, and blue. It was really an actual really good model kit, easy to put together. Anybody who's a first-time modeler should be able to put this together. It took about 2 hours total, maybe, except for drying time. And real easy. There's no clear glass, so you don't have to worry about that. There was no chrome, although I used that chrome paint to make some chrome pieces. You can get the chrome paint over at Lowe's or Walmart or anywhere, and it looks just like the chrome that's covered or that you get with other model kits. So I did the snorkel in chrome, the air cleaner snorkel in chrome, and I did the valve covers in chrome. And like I said, this is how they want you to make it, but you know what, you make it, it's your model kit, you make it however you want. I like red, white, and blue ones, so we made a red, white, and blue race car, which is going to go along with our trailer and truck combo for the modified that I showed you earlier, so we'll make that another day. And then this is for this. This came really good with the white letter Goodyear tires. They're all real rubber. This was real easy to put together, and like I said, you see me paint any way you want. It's not a lot of pieces. And it's just got the rear end. It's got almost a one-piece frame, the tube frame, and real easy to put everything on there. It's really hard to mess up. So what we're going to do next is we'll go ahead, we'll put the decals on that we choose to put on. Now there's two sets of decals. We can either run the 94 or we can run the 02. Really doesn't matter, whichever one you want to do. I think I'm going to use the 02 letters because it's like a dark blue with a white outline. So we'll use them and we'll just put them on the way we want to put them on. And we'll be back with the final reveal. Alright guys, so here is the finished 1936 Wild One from MPC. If you can see, we did everything that we have done on this model is from the box. So there's no parts from another box, there's no decals from another box. The only thing we did was paint this red, white, and blue. And one of the issues we had, a little bit of issue, was where you connect the pipes up to the engine, but really tiny. But other than that, we painted dark blue here, white, and then red. And then the rest of this is decals. These are all decals that came with the kit. There's two different sets of decals. We used the 02. You saw that ones earlier. Rubber tires. I think it came out really, really sweet. I love the look of the car. And we're going to use this, I said again, with the other kit that we have to build, which is the truck and trailer for modifieds. But this is the Mike's Auto Body 02 car. And it really is a really nice kit. As you can see underneath, you had the drivetrain. It's got nice suspension. It really has a nice frame. You could even build this and leave the body off it, but it's got it's as detailed as you're going to get for a modified. Real modified cars don't have too much. They have a seat, they've got a shifter, they got a steering column, and they have a couple gauges inside. They've got their engine. That's pretty much it. And tires. I love the rims. I love the white letter Goodyear tires that came with the kit. And other than that, like I said, you make it yours. So if we take this one here and we add the box to it, behind it, so here's the box. There you go. So that is the Wild One right there. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's the Wild One right there. So you got the third 1936 Wild One modified. This is the kit that came with it, with orange. I went with a red, white, and blue theme. I like that. There are, as we said earlier, MPC makes 4 different modified cars, and there's one here called Ridge Runner, which was red, white, and blue. It's based on the Pinto. This is based on a Vega. This is based on I guess an old Chevy, the Slammer, but this one here to me looks like a 36 Ford or 36 Willys. So anyway, this is what we built. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you do enjoy the build. They're very easy, really good first time kits, and I just can't say anything bad about it. I think it was really cool, and I love that I painted it the way I did. Tell me your thoughts. Would you have painted it this way, or do you like you know, doing your own? And it's so funny how just by painting it red, white, and blue instead of orange, other than that, the whole build is the same. All these stripes and everything you see and everything else on here, that was decals that came with the kit. So they didn't use this stripe on this one, but everything else is things that came with the kit. So this stripe was part of their decal package. It just, they didn't show it on their kit. But anyway, I like doing it my way. You do it your way. It's your kit, and nobody, if you want to do it whatever color, you can do it purple, you can do it green, lime green, yellow, whatever, fluorescent, black, white, however you want to do it. Don't put decals, put decals. However you want to do this, it's a really cool kit. It's your kit. You do it the way you want to do it. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time for Model Monday. Stay tuned for other things we're going over that we have. We got some surprises this week on some things we bought to help make the channel better. And if you like this but you want to see more, we have a whole bunch of kits we've already done. We also have a whole bunch, we have over 670 videos of about 640 or 50 of them are us traveling around the country, going through junkyards, racetracks, everything else. So please check out the channel. Please subscribe. If you've been to our channel a couple times, if you like what you see, please subscribe. Trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of summer. We're at 19,200. We're looking to get to 20,000. Please help us out. And thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later. Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.